A lot of people calling about wheelchairs, but they might need a transport chair. People refer to this as a wheelchair, but really this is a transport chair, or what they might call it as a companion chair. Usually they come in, a 17 or a 19-inch seat. There's no side guard, so if you are a little bit larger, you can come out, and you're usually not in these for long periods of time. So the purpose of this is usually to go to the doctor's offices. Most manual wheelchairs you get through the insurance, or even if you buy that are really cheap, are going to be heavy. People have a hard time picking them up, and they're usually awkward to load into the car. What's nice about the transport chair is you do have the brakes at the back, usually has the full arms, and the leg rest. The leg rests swing out, they can be adjusted, they can be taken off. Most time transport chairs come with a calf pad. What this does will go from here to there to give your support behind your calf. Now why you would buy this is, again, for making it lightweight or something to leave in your vehicle just for the doctor's offices. Now, this is for someone that's not pushing themselves, but we do find people in nursing homes or even at home, they don't really use the arms to get around. You wouldn't really need this calf pad there, but they can use their feet. So this is what they call full arms. So there's no brakes unless the person can get back here and do it on the transport chair. So most time this is for someone taking someone to the doctor's office, making it lighter, because you can compact these things better than some wheelchairs. So that comes off, flip these off.
It's going to be a bit more narrow because
it's a little bit more narrow because you don't have the big wheels on the side of it. I'm going to show you something that you can do too, and then you can pull this up. But see how that back fold it down? That makes it a lot easier and less. And it's probably like 18 pounds. Now you can buy these steel, so be careful. This is aluminum. It's going to be lighter than steel. Just kind of remember that. This is made by Everest Jennings, so it's a Granfield product. This is kind of what we've stocked in here for a long time, but there's other brands out there you can see. Now, over here is the same thing. This is another transport chair. Let's talk about this one real quick. This one's a little bit different. It's going to have a little bit bigger wheels at the back with attendant brakes, so you can lock the brakes or control the brake system from the back, but it just gives you a little bit bigger brake or bigger tires down here. Everything's about the same size of the tires and the brake system up here. The back can fold down. Now let's get into what manual wheelchairs are. Right here is a new company we're dealing with, Proline. We're going to give them this a 16-inch seat width. Now this is what they consider a lightweight wheelchair, and it's probably still about 30 pounds, I would say. But what's cool about this chair compared to all this is there's a little bit of adjustments. For example, you can get elevated leg rest. So these are your standard leg rests, what we call swing-aways. These can be adjusted in height, but you swing them out to the side. You also, when you put them on, you come out to the side. Okay? But let's say that you have a broken leg or you need to get your feet up above your heart. You can get that chair with what they call elevated leg rests. So this just comes out here, and this can be adjusted down and up for elevation. Broken leg, usually when you elevate, you pull this in, you rest your leg right here. You still have some adjustments there too. So when you see ELR or elevated leg rest, that's what this is. And this is your standard swing away. This will not adjust up. Now, what I like about these Proline wheelchairs is, especially this K004s, is this is a 16 width, but let's say that someone has long legs and you want to make this into an 18 or to a longer depth, because it's right at, I think, 16 in depth too. It comes, this particular chair, with extenders. So you actually can take this little cap out, and this is for all the K004s. I think actually for all of the maybe all the units that they offer, and you put this in like this. This Velcro comes out, and then you can strap this around like so. Now this needs to be put together better, but I'm just showing you the concept of what you can do and how you can do it. So that's a cool feature with this chair. The other thing that I really like about these chairs, I got a lot of things I like about these chairs, so that's why I'm bringing them in. It's going to come with this one, anti-tip wheels. Some wheelchairs don't come with this, but these go on the back. It did. So this would pop off. These would go at the back, so these won't flip backwards. So if you're having a hard time getting up, you want these on here, and the other one will go right there. I got a lot more to show you. The other thing that I do like about this chair, let's put this cap back, is adjustable height armrest, which some chairs don't give you that option, and so for transferring. And then here it comes stock with a seat belt, a nice seat belt. I would think Andre would agree on that seat belt. Let me show you this. So let's say we want to make it a little bit lighter. Now the back doesn't fold down, but let's say this is too heavy for someone. With the brakes off, press this button. If you had the antis, it would stand up better. The wheels can be removed on both sides. This is going to reduce the weight of the chair to make it lighter. I don't have the specs right there. We'll have it on our site soon. But let me show you this too. This is kind of important. Do you have a measuring tape? Anyone? Tell me measuring tape. Do you see this, Andre?
Different height adjustments.
You have seat. That's height adjustment. So let's say you're taller. You'd come put it right here at the bottom, or you're shorter. So if you want to reduce the seat height because your legs need to get on the ground, you can do that by putting it here to make it the seat higher, or here to make the seat lower. But you will have to come in and adjust the caster wheels up here. You have some different holes to level it out. And you can kind of adjust the angle. So that's your K004 16-inch. That comes in an 18 and it comes in a 20. Seat depths are all changeable. So I'm going to put that to the side. We're going to move right over to one of my favorite chairs. Is called the Strongback manual wheelchair, or Strongback. Now the Strongback comes in transport chairs. They come in different types of chairs, like attendant brakes back here. This is the one we sell the most, the Strongback 24. And what Strongback 24 is the wheel size is 24 inches too. So you can get this wheel size in a 22-inch. Why you would do that is to reduce the height from the ground to the floor. So if someone's shorter, I would suggest 22-inch wheel. So if you are planning on putting your feet down like this to roll around, you'll be able to do it. Because the problem with this chair with people trying to do that is it has a dump. So basically it's got lumbar support and it's got a dump, so it's creating a better alignment for your spine. That's the whole purpose of this chair. There's night and day sitting in this chair and a standard wheelchair. The one I just showed you, this is a lot more comfortable, a lot lighter, very nice. But you might not want this chair if you have someone, let's say you're coming out of surgery and you have a broken leg and you need to elevate your legs. This doesn't have elevated legs. They had it, they're bringing it back to re-engineering, it doesn't. So these are standard just like this. So if you have to prop your feet up or ever need to, currently we don't have elevated leg rest. So just keep that in mind. Also, transferring out of the chair over here, there's no swing back arms. It's stationary right there. So that can be an issue for you too. So just keep that in mind when you are purchasing it. But I will say this is a great chair. I went to a med trade years ago, and I walk around and I touch everything I see, and I was like, what is this? And since then I brought it in here. I like how they did the brakes. The brakes can adjust if you want to make them tighter. It's really easy to adjust it. Now, all wheelchairs you can do this now, but it has a nice brake system. I like the tires. I like how it's extended a little bit for extra leverage, which you can add extenders to these standard wheelchairs now. These are the these flip around like so they can stay on it or come inside, however you want to do it. The back folds down. The wheels also can be removed. Makes it lighter. So this thing's already, I don't know exactly the weight, have it on the site. It's probably like 20 something pounds, 23 pounds with the wheels off. It's lighter. I'm just telling you, this is a really nice wheelchair. And if you add our Purap cushion in there, it makes it one of the best things you're going to sit in. So if you're looking for a really good cushion too, check out the Purap. This is a 3D cushion, so it's air, fluid, and foam. It's going to help prevent and treat pressure sores, and it really does work. We sell a lot of these. You can get them from us at a pretty good price on our website. But you put this in any of these chairs, it changes them. So if you have pressure sores or breakdowns, or if you're sitting in a chair for more than 6 hours, you probably want to invest in a Purap cushion. Now, it's a 250-pound weight capacity. It can hold more, just might not last as long. You will probably have to change these out every year or so because air will move out of it. But usually we see them lasting a year, if not longer. I sit on one every day. So again, this is just like that chair. The only difference is that this is not going to come with your anti-tippers. That's an upgrade. It does have the seat belt. It does have the options of the swing away or the elevated leg rest. It does have the arms that can come back, but it doesn't have the adjustable arms. And you can't change the seat height. And the wheels do not come off. So this will be your most affordable wheelchair in the Proline series that we offer. So there's a little bit of education on different wheelchairs like transport chairs, big wheels, blah, blah, blah. So while we have you on here, I want to talk to you about a new product we're selling. It's called SitNstand. SitNstand. Now, there's 3 different models of this, but the one we're talking about today is the one made for a wheelchair. They're a little pricey, I think, but if it helps, it's worth the money. So basically, this has a little bit of a cushion to it. It's like a memory foam cushion. And if someone's having a hard time standing up, or if you're taking care of someone, you're having a hard time getting them up from a dead sitting position, you press this button, it'll be 3 different stages, and it puts air into this. You're going to want to hit it 3 times, or you can get out whenever. And it's acting like a lift chair. So now I'm coming out. So it's just like a lift chair, but in your and then that's how you reduce. So let's say someone's plopping real hard into a chair, they can actually come back like this, sit down, and they're kind of in the up position, and then slowly bring this down so they're not falling hard into the chair. That's actually going to help protect the chair too, because a lot of people that just dead weight into a chair, it starts to mess up a lot of stuff. So
Operating without you in it, so they can just.
So basically, it's just an air bladder in here. There is a memory foam cushion on this one. And it's in 3 different stages. And that's. So look how high that just increased. That's a big deal. But you don't want to be sitting up this high while you're riding it, so that's why this is so cool. They make one for like a regular recliner. They also make a portable one that you can take to restaurants and different things. Now you can probably do this, but the way they designed this one, it sits on the back of a manual wheelchair perfect. Yeah, you're gonna have a couple steps to do to take this off, but it's not too bad. And it's worth it, especially if you're in independent living or assisted living or at home and you have your manual wheelchair you're getting around with your feet all day, or you're getting around with, and you need some help getting up, getting into the shower or the toilet. It gives you that extra up to make your transfers.